Hello everyone, it's Scott. Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So, in between episodes, I made the jump to version 1.1.14, and so far everything seems to be looking just like it did before. The world loaded okay. There's a couple of block loads. It looks like I lost the sprinkler for some reason. The sprinkler recipes don't come up anymore. Just sprinkled chocolate cake. So, not quite sure what's up with that. But one thing I did notice is that I started working. Well, let me begin the story. I started working down here under the base in darkness to set up a mushroom farm. And so I wanted a way that I could get, some brown mushrooms and red mushrooms, because I only have a very small amount and I can't seem to get mushroom seeds to work properly. Red mushroom seeds, here spores, require netherwort next to poppies, and I tried setting that up in the nether and it just wouldn't grow. So as I'm building the mushroom farm, I'm flying around with looking at the light levels with the F3 key, and Ocean, I see that the biome changes to Tainted Land. Like, what? What's this all about? So it turns out that I have irreversibly altered my base here. I now have a couple blocks of, well, 2 blocks of Tainted Land right smack in the middle of my base. And I don't think I want this. So what I'm going to do is I need to change my plans. And you see that things are now turning pink. I need to work on a way to cure this infection. Because once I started looking at what Tainted Lands actually means, it is nasty. So what's going to do is corrupt all the dirt, all the stone, start turning everything purple. I'm going to get monsters spawning. And then I was like, oh, monsters? Like, what kind? And it turns out that tentacle monsters spawn in Tainted Land biome. So I actually do want the Tainted Lands, I just don't want it in the middle of my base. So, what I need to do is find the shimmer leaf. So, the shimmer leaves are going to produce a very important formula called an Ethereal Bloom. And so, what I'm going to do is just whip up a couple of these because I had made these in a previous episode as a crafting formula. And so, here with the arcane assembly, with my interface, 1 poppy creates 1 shimmer leaf. And so what I wanted to do was hook this up. I'm now coming up at capacity, it looks like. But let's throw this in and find out what I can make with the shimmer leaf. So Ethereal Bloom is going to require quite a large amount of material, but I'm going to want to stack these up pretty close to the what kind? Okay, so I don't have all the essence. That looks like a health essence, whatever that's called. Here it is. Aspect Sano, healing and curing. And it looks like it takes, well, milk buckets and splash potions. So, do I have any splash potions of healing? Yes, let's grab these guys. I actually do have quite a number of the, actually, yes. So, let's set that up over here to be ground down. Which one of these is currently not? I don't need obsidian that badly, so let's throw in a potion. Let's dump that out, and there we go. Potion of health are now being ground down. So that should start to increase the Sano essences. Wait, they're being consumed probably as fast as they're being created here. So let's go back down to here. Right, so this is going to be a pretty slow process. So while this is working to make the ethereal blooms, in between episodes, I worked a little bit on the mystical seeds. So I now have podzol sitting here in the middle of my lamps of growths, which are very rapidly producing flower petals. And so these range from 5 strength down to 111, but I have one of every color. In addition, I built out the Diamalia section. And so this should now create, 700 white petals. Yeah, so this is going to be more than enough petals to power everything in the Botania line. And that's good. So let's head back up and look at the progress of the Ethereal Bloom. Looks like we're still barely moving along. So let me let this grind down just a little bit. Well, let's see if I can just get one flower out and then take a look at here it is, the Ethereal Bloom. Oh, that's going to require 8 Tainted Essence. So good thing I captured those thaumic slimes, because that's pretty much the only way I'm going to get these bloom flowers. So I don't see any seeds. Oh, okay. So I can actually create more silverwood saplings. Interesting. So if I have a better way to get these blooms, I think it's really going to help me. So that would actually, was there a ethereal seed in any case? No, I think it was just the shimmerleaf seed. Okay, there we go. So that captured one. So let's go into the ME system, and we have one ethereal bloom. So let's grab some dirt. And I'm not altogether sure how this gets planted. But let's find the... Yeah, okay. So do I have to place this? Let's do another check of the biomes here. So it's still just these 2 blocks are tainted land. Everything else is still ocean. So let's pick this block here. Maybe this guy. Load this up and put the bloom on top. Ethereal Bloom. Ah, very pretty. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but hopefully it'll be enough. I've also been told that, well, at least from what I infer, that the Ethereal Bloom update of the biome will not occur until after I log out and log back in. So let's let that goop float away to the surface, to the sky. I don't need this this air. Yeah, so I do want Tainted Lands, so I'll probably work on building it out. Probably over here on the other side of the mob farm, so it's a significant distance away. and probably protect myself with a grove of ethereal blooms to to keep it separated. So let's head back down to the Botania area. So what it ended up doing was building out the hydrangeas with a tower of water source blocks. So this is a little different design. It's a little more compact, and it's also a little more risky. If I have two flowers that try to grab adjacent source blocks at the same time, I run the risk of losing my source block repair ability, and I don't see any instance of that yet. The hydrangeas are pretty slow moving, and as I covered last time, I now have a fully automated formula for the hydrangeas. So, so what I was thinking of working on this episode was, well, now that I have the Ethereal Bloom, was working on the runic altar and possibly getting that automated downstairs in the Botania area. So let's head on down. So the big thing that I need to work on is, let's throw that back in, is to work my way up to the elven alphamancy. So the portal to Alfheim, I have lots of living wood. I'm going to need glimmering living wood, which is this glowstone, the elven gateway core, and then those pylons. So the gateway core is not a big problem. The mana pylon's not a problem. Actually, I could probably do everything right now. Yeah, this is actually very feasible. Okay, great. So what I think I should do is let's set up 2 more mana pumps and a mana pool probably over here on this side of the bit. Actually, I should probably extend the rail network a little bit out farther, since I now put the hydro plant here. And then that'll give me some room to work with the portal of Alfheim. Alright, I'm back, and now let's get to work. So, we're going to need 8 living wood. We're going to need 3 glimmering living wood. And so, this should be a pretty easy formula. 1, 2, 3. We need some Eyes of Enders. And let's get those pylons up and running. So there's different varieties. I need to make 2 of the normal mana pylons, which are mana steel and mana diamonds. I don't think I have mana diamonds yet. Nope, so let's take a regular diamond and plunk it down into a mana pool and see what comes out. Boop. There we go. Mana diamond. Let's do another one just for safekeeping. And then I'll just make a formula here for later. Great. So, with these mana diamonds, I can now make a mana pylon. So let's make 2 of these. And to make a Natura pylon, I'm going to need terrasteel nuggets. So terrasteel was a quest reward from the Tinker Toys tree. If you recall, I believe it was the exotic metals, right? So here's the reward. And so with that, I'm going to break this into 9 pieces. I'm going to use 3 of them to make a Natura pylon, 3 more to make another Natura pylon, and the last piece I need is the Elven Gateway core, which as we see here will consume the last of the Terra Steel nuggets. Great. So let's head back over to the Botania area. And so I've extended the rail network and placed where I would like to have my mana pools. And I'm going to put these down here and then line them up with mana pumps to basically absorb any mana that's coming by. And the reason for this is I'm not quite ready yet. So what I need are mana tablets. So when I transferred everything from upstairs to downstairs, I filled up all the mana pools with mana tablets and basically transferred everything so that way, if you know, as we can see here, the default picture of a mana pool. So what I'm going to do in the short term is get rid of these guys, and I'm going to basically disassemble these mana pools to make sure the ones on the end start to get filled. So what I can do is take these mana tablets. If we see here, tablet to pool, if I shift click, I can reverse the direction and make it pull the tablet. If I drop a tablet in, we see the little lightning bolts start to form, and the level of the pool starts to drop. So I can't get too close. In fact, let's take that ring of magnetization off. There we go. Throw that in. That's my problem. I am just way too close. All right, so that's emptied that pool. And let's grab a little bit more out of this pool. Boy, I just can't aim, can I? All right, so let's put both of these guys into this pool. Oops, reverse direction. That's my problem. Okay, so we see now the mana is being absorbed back into the tablets. Okay, let's collect the tablets and disassemble the mana pool. Great. So, with that, mana should start filling up down here. Well, should's the optimum word. As soon as mana is produced upstairs. But what I can do, and actually before I do it, I'm going to make a little bit of a buffer here before I use the mana tablets to recharge. So let's get that out of the way. Make some half slabs here. So that way I don't just, since I seem to have such a bad, doing a bad job aiming, I don't want to throw a full tablet into the void. But anyway, so from tablet to pool, I can throw these guys in. Let's get a couple more. And then I'll need to do the same thing with the other side. And like that, I now have 2 full mana pools down here. Let me, you know what, I'm going to set up the other pool system here so that way I make sure I don't have any overrun. In reality, I should probably put it over here just to, based on the direction of the minecart flow, go like that. Okay, that should be fine. So, now that I have my 2 pools, let's grab the pylons and place 1 pylon on top of each pool. 1, 2. Great. And now I need to start constructing the portal itself. So let's check back at the directions. So 2 blocks away. Actually looks like 3 blocks away. And then in the center. So 1, 2, 3. And then what I will need to do, actually, it looks like there's a way I can visualize this. So right click on any block to anchor. So if I line this up, right click. Okay, so right, so this is going to be where I need to place the rest of the items. So let's unvisualize. And then, so that pretty much shows us that we're on the right track. So let's put the gateway core, the living wood. Let's get some filler blocks. Okay. Get the rest of this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Great. And then the last 3 pieces should be the glimmering living wood. Alright. And let's break down this. And with a tap, we now have a working a working portal to the elven world of the Alfheim. Whatever, however it's pronounced, to the elven dimension. Awesome. So I'm a little curious how fast these are going to empty down. But at the very least, what I should do in the short term is start crafting with the elven gate. Now that I have it open, I might as well take advantage of it. And one of the formulas I need to make is to get that pixie dust. So the way I do that is by tossing those mana pearls. Or is it mana pearls or mana diamonds? Good question. So let's grab some mana pearls. I have the pattern, but I never hooked it up yet. Let's go back over here. So I made the, okay, I added the mana pearl, but I never added this over here. Boop. Okay. So let's mana pearl, craft 10. Head back over here, and what should happen is if I take the pearl and throw it into the gate, aha, out comes 1 pixie dust. Awesome. So let's set up a little more trading here. Okay, this looks like a candidate for transfer nodes. Oh, okay. My aim is just bad. There we go. 10 pixie dust. Awesome. Plus the 1 from before. Nice. Alright, so these are doing okay. I'm going to need to monitor these to make sure that they don't run out of mana. So the next step with that pixie dust, well, I'm going to need to do a little bit of research to see what else I can make with the elven. Let's see, is there anything here that directly shows me what I can make? Probably not. But with the generating flora, to go back to that, where is it? Okay, it's still here, the Kekamuris. So I'm going to need some mana petals, a rune of gluttony. Okay, so rune of gluttony is going to need rune of fire and rune of winter. Rune of winter is going to need earth and water, snow and cake. Oh, actually, okay, wool. So any snow and wool and cake. Okay, this is going to be a little complicated. Rune of water. Alright, so let's take a peek here. Rune of fire, nether wart, gunpowder, nether brick, earth, fortunately brown mushroom, coal and stone. Okay, so let me take a quick break and set up some formulas, and I will be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, and I'm just trying to get my thoughts together as far as what I need to make for the Kekamuris. So, to make that, I need a rune of gluttony. To make the rune of gluttony, I need winter and fire. To make winter, I need water and earth. And so, that's going to be a lot of formulas that I'm probably going to wait for the next episode, which should be very shortly, because I'm just going to get right back to recording. So, what I did was I automated formulas to drop all the things into the elven gate that return important items. So pixie dust comes from mana pearls, dream wood from living wood, quartz from nether quartz, dragon stone from mana diamonds, and 1 elementium from 2 mana steel ingots. So the ME system drops the items into the open chest. The open crate drops them down 2 blocks on top of this conveyor belt. The conveyor belt pushes the items into the portal. The portal then converts the items and returns the elven equivalent, which is then sucked down through a transfer node into a chest, which is then piped back into the ME system. And that's been working out very well for me for all these different materials. So with that, I will see you next time. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like, and I will see you very soon in Agrarian Skies 2. Bye!